Alrighty guys, we're back for some aggro angels, and this is a Streets of New Capenna standard build based around angels, obviously, and there's a little bit of a cleric theme in here as well. Guys, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm Redcat, and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well. Additionally, we do got that sub goal set all the way up at 1,000, and you guys are crushing that goal so far, so thank you so much to all my recent subscribers, and thank you to everybody who stops by and drops a like every video and drops a comment. You guys are awesome. So yeah, thank you so much. If you guys want to help us reach that goal, then please consider subscribing because it is much appreciated, friends. So what do we got here in the deck? We got 3 Ollenbock Escorts because there's actually quite a bit of cards that can get counters or give counters. So I think Ollenbock's going to be sweet here. And it's a cleric too, which is going to be important. Couple portable holes because there's tons of there's tons of Naya floating about still, tons of enchantment builds as well, so portable holes just great removal. Speaking of the enchantment builds, a couple Dawnbringer Clerics, there are just so many enchantments everywhere in like every deck, so I think Dawnbringer is pretty darn sweet, and it's a cleric too, and if you don't get to destroy an enchantment, it still has other abilities to activate here. And that 3 toughness could be important against like meat hook decks too. Like you just never know. So for Giada, Font of Hopes, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It is a 2-drop 2/2 flying vigilance. You can tap it to add a white source, spend this mana only to cast an angel spell. So that's pretty sweet, but here's where it gets super spicy. Each other angel you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it for each angel you already control. This card's awesome, man. Holy cow, this is a reason to play angels easily. Legendary creature, but it's one of those ones where you kind of want 4 of them anyways, especially when like the whole deck is based around it, right? So yeah, this card's going to put in work. I hope we actually draw it. We got a couple Kabira Takedowns because I was looking at the deck and I was like, man, there's probably not enough removal in here. I didn't know what to take out. I dropped a land, but then I was like, man, we need a lot of mana for this deck. So I settled on a Kabira Takedown, which I'm going to drop in the mana base over here. We have 4 Luminarch Aspirants because it's a cleric, and it's still, like I said, has like the counter theme in here because of the Ollenbock too, so those counters are super important. 4 Youthful Valkyries. I don't know how much play this card has actually seen, but I mean, I'll go over it real quick because it's a fast one. 2-drop 1/3. Remember, that 3 toughness is going to be important against meat hook decks for sure. And then plugging counters into it too, just keeping it above the meat hook range sounds really valuable, right? So it's a flying 1/3. Whenever another angel enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Youthful Valkyrie. So between Youthful Valkyrie and Giada, there's so much value in this top end. It's kind of insane. We have a couple Elite Spellbinders. It's a cleric and it does a lot. It might grab a sweeper out of the opponent's hand or something else that they're planning on dropping. You guys see Elite Spellbinder. It's really in here because it's really good, but the cleric also works. A couple Inspiring Overseers. I'm not convinced by the card, but it is an angel. 3-drop, 2/1, flying. We got to test it, right? Whenever Inspiring Overseer enters the battlefield, gain a life and draw a card. So, I guess it's all right, but being able to play it with a Giada out there or a Youthful Valkyrie, just having the angels pop off could be really, really valuable. Righteous Valkyrie. This is why the clerics work in here too, because whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield, we usually see this in just cleric builds, but that's because angels didn't have a good reason to be played, right? So yeah, this card's gonna put in some work now. Also, don't forget the second ability here. It's hard to forget because it's so easy to win with. As long as you have at least 7 life more than your starting life total, creatures you control get +2/+2. And there's lots of ways to get that life up. Ollenbock gives lifelink if you really have to. And of course, the Dawnbringer can gain you a couple. The Righteous Valkyrie gains you life. The Overseer gains you life. And we'll go over a couple other things as well. We got 1 Legion Angel and the 3 in the sideboard. You could totally have 2 of these in the main board because since it's like centered around angels, you might want 2 of them. I don't know. I'm settling for 1 and then 3 over here because I think that's fine. Got a couple Starnheim Unleashed. We're going to want to foretell this when we can. And the opponents might play around a Doomscar when you do, so that could be pretty spicy. But yeah, being able to either play this for 3 mana and get a 4/4 angel, or play it for 5 mana and get 2 4/4 angels is just really spicy. Or maybe it's just like really late in the game and you could get a bunch of angels with this. Yeah, you never know. We have 3 Blade Historians, and this is one of the reasons why I think I'm allowed calling this an aggro build instead of a mid-range build. While Blade Historian does take some time to get onto the board, maybe in the mid-game. When he does smack onto the board, it is a super aggressive play. Imagine you're up against an opponent and they just left some of your angels unchecked on the board, and you drop a Blade Historian and just swing in for like, I don't even know, man, like 16 damage or something ridiculous. Blade Historian is crazy, and I feel like it's a relic of the past at this point. You don't really see anyone playing with him. It is a cleric as well, which works with the Righteous Valkyrie, which is sweet. We have an Elspeth Resplendent here, 5-drop, 5 loyalty planeswalker. You can +1, choose up to 1 target creature, put a +1/+1 counter, and a counter from among Flying, First Strike, Lifelink, or Vigilance. So another way to give Lifelink, which is really cool, which could work with the Valkyrie's ability. And then imagine just giving Lifelink to something that has the double strike from the Blade Historian. Like, there's just no way aggro is going to be able to catch up to you with all this life gain. But yeah, we only have 1 of them because I didn't want to go super into the mid-range side of things. But if you have to and you want to try it out, go for it. I do think it's going to be good enough, mainly because of the -3 as well. You look at the top 7 cards of your library. 7 is a lot. You may put a permanent card with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield with a shield counter. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So 3 or less is a ton of cards in the deck, and there's so much value to hit. Maybe you're hitting a Righteous Valkyrie when you already got one on the board. That sounds cool. Maybe you're hitting an Elite Spellbinder. That sounds really cool. Maybe you don't have Giada yet, so you get that going, right? Why do I feel like this should be pronounced Giada? Crap, maybe I am pronouncing it wrong. I don't know. I'm going to keep calling it Giada because that's how I started, though. And then the -7 creates angels, too, which is cool. We're probably not going to see the -7 often. The amount of times I've ultimated Planeswalker is close to 0, unfortunately. Maybe I don't play with enough Planeswalkers, but my opponents usually have ways to deal with them all the time. So we have a couple of Emeria's calls on the top end, which I'm going to drop in the mana base as well. It creates angels, and so if a game goes on for too long, this is a great way to wrap things up, and yeah, more angels. Guys, I hope I didn't take too long going over the deck. I know, like, since it's the first week with the new set, I've been taking a lot more time to go over all the new cards and everything. I hope that's okay with everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying a bit more of an in-depth intro. If not, let me know, or maybe you do enjoy it. Let me know in the comments, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and take this into some standard ranked, actually. I do think it's going to be good enough for ranked, but the ranks reset, so it doesn't really matter if it's not good. Let's see how it goes. I am like completely like swarmed by, I don't know how to say this. I'm overwhelmed with ideas from the new set. Like, there are too many decks to play. I was sitting here trying to decide which deck I'm going to record next. And I was like, well, I haven't really seen anyone put out a mono white angel build. And when they do, or if they have, generally speaking, it is mid-range, right? So I thought, well, I'll try to make an aggro angel build and put it out as soon as possible. But it's been really, really difficult to know which ones to actually go with. So I like the Youthful Valkyrie here over the Luminarch because we have a turn 3 play. And we can start getting buffs off the Valkyrie for some air power here, right? Which I think is pretty valuable, especially when we can protect it with the Ollenbock now. And then, like, next turn we could go Luminarch and put a counter onto the Valkyrie, and same concept, we can protect it. That's pretty spicy. Oh no. Oh no. What are we up against here? Up against a broker's counter deck, right? Or +1/+1 counter deck. Well, they don't have all 3 of their sources. Well, they do, but if they had that new 3-drop enchantment, they can't play it because of the double white over here. Oh my goodness. Nice, dude. Holy cow. There is so much happening here. Let's start with the Youthful Valkyrie. This is insane. Let those happen. And then we're going to plug that extra counter into the Righteous Valkyrie because aggro. And being able, like I said, being able to protect the ones with the counters with the Ollenbock is huge. So we could give lifelink. I don't think we have to, though. I don't think we have to. We want to be able to use this as protection. Wandering Emperor. Oh, well, that gets around the indestructible. I should have seen that coming, guys. Yeah, they definitely had the mana for it. Oh, that does, yeah. What am I saying? They had the 3 mana available. Yeah, so they're gonna take that. Nothing we can do about it. Nothing we can do. For some reason, I wasn't paying attention to the creatures. Yeah, they totally had, because they have the blue from the headquarters. Man, these 3-color decks are gonna be something to get used to, that's for sure. Yeah, they can buff that by 4. They can just like casually tap 4 and have a reach that goes, they go for 2. Would you guys have tapped out, buffed it by 4? That way they have like an insane card to block the angels. What would you guys have done there? Yeah, being able to, okay, so they go for the counter. Okay, wow, that's going to be rough, man. We need to see our portable hole. They pass to my turn. Elspeth Resplendent is open. On like, I don't know. I don't know. The +1 counter could be good. Just start putting counters into these to try to get over like this massive sentinel, right? But the -3 is looking really good too. See what we hit. And we're gonna get a +1 from the Luminarch anyways, so let's go with the -3 here.
This is my city.
Luminarch looks really good, but a Giada though. Let's do it. Let's do it. It has a shield counter too, which is insane. And then a 5/7 angel should be enough. They're probably gonna block here with the unbuffed sentinel, right? It's probably gonna be a chump. It is a chump. We could have swung. No, that wouldn't have been worth it. Yeah, that wouldn't have been worth it. So they're gonna -2 the Youthful Valkyrie here, but because we have the Inspiring Overseer, this is a worthy trade. We're trading a 2-drop Youthful Valkyrie for a 4-drop Planeswalker. So worthy. Oh, they got their own Resplendent. Okay, they're going for the -3 tier. This is scary, man. This is magic.
I'll be your shield.
This is magic right here. I just appreciate that they're not playing Meat Hook Massacre right now. Wow, that's a great one to hit. Yeah, they have the reach here. So they pass to my turn. Yeah, we don't really want to see that, do we? We're gonna play it though. See what we draw. I guess we should have seen what we drew first. Okay, because it could have been like a tapped land that we wanted to play or something, like another cave, but yeah. Let's go with... So we could swing at the Resplendent and be pretty safe about it because of the shield counter on the Giada here. Did I already call it Giada? Giada? Oh no. Oh no, guys, I have no idea. Let's go with let's go into the Youthful Valkyrie and go for the lifelink. And the concept behind the lifelink here is if we end up drawing... If we end up drawing another Righteous Valkyrie. So the Resplendent is down. Opponent still has 3 cards in their hand. This is terrifying, man. Okay, couple counters. Another Sentinel buff. They have 6 mana here. Yeah. I don't want to do what I did at the beginning and not count their creatures as mana. They have so much available. So they go for the buff on the Rising Star, which I think is really smart, personally. Just spreading it out, getting the 5 modified creatures is really good because now it has Trample as well as the +5/+5, which is really, really powerful. This was not the first match I was anticipating, honestly. This was not what I was expecting at all. Oh, the second Wandering Emperor. Man, that makes it so tough to swing in. Ah, it's such a good card. I'm glad we didn't attack with the Giada. Yep. You got it. You got it.
I am almost sad to see.
Okay. Well, that probably means we -3 the Resplendent next turn. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? We probably take this one, right? This one has a shield counter, though. I guess the shield counter protects this one, so we want to hit that one anyways, right? Okay. Call me crazy, but I think we might -3 the Resplendent, see what we get here. No, we gotta go for the plus. We gotta play the long game because that's what the opponent's doing. That's pretty good for us, guys. That is pretty good for us. So we put a first strike counter on that. And we somehow don't have enough mana open for the Cave of the Frost Dragon. Cave of the Frost Dragon's so expensive. Holy cow. Now here's what's scary. I think we're gonna start going into Giada off the Luminarch here. Here's what's scary. As soon as we tap down Overseer to try to take out the Emperor, are they gonna have a 3rd Emperor? Okay.
Until next time.
Well, here goes nothing, I guess, right? They get to transform their Jugen, which is really, really good because all they need is 1 more creature to get that +5 on, and they got it too. All these Sentinels, bro. The reach on the Sentinel is probably more important now than it ever was, right? Because of all the angels and everything. So that's a 7/7 Remnant of the Rising Star, which is totally fine, bro. Totally fine. When Neon Dynasty dropped, Jugen Defends the Temple was one of the first cards I played with because I thought it was just completely just broken. And it is. It's really strong. It was just looking for a home the entire time. Maybe our opponent found a home for it. I know I brewed up a couple new Capenna decks with Rising Star. I don't know when I'm going to get to play them because I'm just overwhelmed with options, but... So they go for the swing at the Resplendent here. And I think we chump. I don't mind the opponent's swing there at all. It's either we lose a creature or we lose a planeswalker, and so it's going to be the planeswalker. Or it's going to be the creature. Yeah, listen to me. No, we want to save the planeswalker. So Legion Angel is particularly bad here too. Wow, what a match, guys. What a match. Honestly, the opponent's deck is sustaining itself more than ours, but we could easily pull this back. Like, they've played 3 planeswalkers so far. We've only played 1. We only have 1, but still. Yeah, that sucks. Another land. I love how the opponent's been playing this with 3 mana. Insane, dude. That is insane. Going for the -3 because it's only a matter of time until it dies. Portable Hole hits the big chunky Sentinel. They're gonna have Legion Angels for days. We gotta go Angel. Like, we just have to keep buffing off the Angels. It's gonna be Overseer. See if we draw an Angel. A Takedown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically, we could power up the cave if we wanted to. Okay. Takedown is an instant too. So the oh my goodness. They might end up blocking here. And then we could use Takedown on it. And then the shield counter protects it. Either block. So it's going to be like this. This has first strike, so we could do something there too to protect it. And then the Ollenbock protects him as well. We're going to save the cave back as an emergency blocker here too. Yeah. So that's pretty good for us. If they could chump the Overseer. So we get to take down the Remnant of the Rising Star, which is huge for us, guys. Very, very huge. And then the shield counter breaks. And then we have Ollenbock open, as well as our cave. Wow, dude. How long has this game been? It's had to have been like 15 minutes. No, another Planeswalker, bro. Opponent's ripping fire right now, dude. This is an uphill battle. Oh no. Yep, they got the Broker's Ascendancy. That's the card I was thinking of earlier that I thought that they couldn't play, but the reality is they could totally play it. Yeah. Bro. Blade Historian is huge. Blade Historian is huge here. Holy cow. We're gonna drop it. We're gonna plus the Resplendent. And we're gonna do Vigilance on this one. And it's going to be Vigilance here because we need to be able to save our blockers. So the first strike is on all. I'm gonna go with the buff on the Giada here. And don't forget Ollenbock. So this is all at face. We're forcing some serious blocks. I realize that they can use the Elspeth next turn. But like, this is just a huge swing. So double strike takes care of that. And we can always protect it if we want to, but I don't think we want to. So they're taking 10. So now's the time, but I think we saved the Ollenbock back because yeah, they're sweating right now. Do they -3 the Resplendent to look for something? That's the question. Yeah, these combats are tough. Yeah, get the other Legion Angel down. And we can't forget they're all their creatures are gonna get a buff at the end. All of them get a +1 counter. I think they want to -3 the Resplendent and look for another blocker. That's what I would do. Because we have the cave ready. Yeah, so they want to search for a creature here.
You're safe now.
They found one. It's not an air blocker, but it's something. Yeah, GG opponent. Holy cow, that was a match. Woo! Those ones hurt my brain, man. That's why I'm an aggro player and not a mid-range player, because mid-range, like, there's too much at stake sometimes. That's what it feels like. Yeah, 17 minutes in. Holy cow. Guys, did you see an easier way through? Do you guys think I played that one well enough? Let me know in the comments, because I don't know. I think I played that one all right. Once I knew what was going on, I guess. Let's go into the next match. Try to get one more match in. Dang. I like to keep my videos between 30 and 40 minutes. I really don't like to breach that 40-minute mark, but if we have to, we have to, and that's okay. What do you got for me, opponent? What do you got for me? Okay, this could be a bad hand. But we go first. So, like, we do have a little bit of an advantage here, maybe, since we get to play our cards out before them. We foretell the Starnheim and get the Emeria's call down if we don't have another play. So it's going to be you enter tapped, you are foretold, and swing. Even though they get to swing back here, and it's way heavier of a swing than ours, but so at least we have some Legion Angels to start dropping. Welp, that is an Ob Nixilis. That is a turn 3 Ob Nixilis. I honestly don't know how we're gonna break through that, but I'm gonna do my best, guys. I'm gonna do my best, especially since, like, we have the turn 5 Starnheim, which could be pretty good. So already they're sinking damage away from their face. Luckily, it's not too much damage here. Expressive Iteration. They think removal's gonna save them from my angels, but it's just, you know, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I'm scared of this deck, man. I am terrified of this Grixis Ob Nixilis. So we're gonna decline because we have pretty good cards in hand. And Starnheim Unleashed is gonna drop down. Gotta save the Dawnbringer Cleric to pop their meat hook off the board so they don't gain too much life from it, right? We could try to ignore this and just go face, but I don't know if that's a wise decision. A Dawnbringer can also exile the Tenacious Underdog if need be. This is going to be the Starnheim regardless. So X is 2. This buffs our Valkyrie twice, and we have enough power to kill the Ob Nixilis, but they could just lay another one. So it's face time, baby. It's face time because we have 16 power on the board here. And yeah, do you guys think that's the correct play? We took out the Ob Nixilis token, which is fine, right? That way they're not getting double value from it. But then if we took out this one, so we can actually decline this one as well. Yep, they go for the swing here. Let's take the 4. We can always gain an emergency 2 off the Dawnbringer. That doesn't do it. We have 17 in the air. Oh, they get the draw. They got the land. No, don't be an Infernal Grasp. Oh. Opponent, don't do it. Don't do it to yourself, opponent. Darn it. I thought for sure like we could drop. I thought for sure it was just gonna be Mountain. Like we drop the Legion Angel, right? And then buff the Valkyrie and swing for 17 damage. But now, like, they have to have something open, right? Dang, that is disappointing to say the least. We could get the Ollenbock down first, but we still have enough for the Dawnbringer here too. Let's go Ollenbock and see if it sticks. It sure does. It sure does stick. Well, Ollenbock hits the board at least, I guess. So they know that we had the other Legion Angel. So what's coming for us here? Full swing at face. Oh. Oh. We did it. Guys. We beat one of the new Ob Nixilis decks. Let's go? Question mark? I think we just got lucky. I thought for sure there was going to be removal here, but when the Ollenbock hit, we could protect the Valkyrie. I don't know. Yeah. Nice. Guys, let's go. We might be able to fit one more match into the video, so let's do it. Oh my goodness. Well, I had high hopes for this deck, and it hasn't let me down yet. There seems to be quite a bit of power here, and there's probably a few things we could fine-tune with it, honestly. Probably a few things. We could actually lean heavier into the top end with more clerics and more life gain. That could work. That's an idea, actually. We get this down tapped, so we don't take any damage from it later on. Oh, speaking of which, I wonder. Oh, nope. Okay, this might just be some cleric life gain. Okay, this is going to be a fun one, guys. Opponent has a very powerful start here, though. But so do we. I'm not even going to go for the Elite Spellbinder. We're going to be greedy and risk it because we could, I don't know, we could even top deck a land and just have the Blade Historian drop next turn, which could be really good. We go Vampire. Okay. Ooh, nice. Portable Hole. I think we want to hit... I don't know. Do they have removal for Portable Holes in decks like that? I wouldn't mind foretelling an Unleashed and going a Portable Hole on like the Innkeeper, but I would hate for them to get it back and get a treasure. That would really suck. There's gonna be a full swing either way. I think it's just gonna be the Elite Spellbinder. Let's see what's in their hand. I think that's much better. Okay, yeah, Righteous Valkyrie needs to cost 5, and if they want to spend all their mana on it next turn, then they can. That's 100% okay. Then we swing. They get a free block. down to 19. So, yeah, Blade Historian's looking really powerful here, but they're stacked, man. That Innkeeper and the Valkyrie looks very scary. So they could drop land, pay 5 for the Valkyrie, which they do not do. They go Innkeeper. It's a lot of life gain, guys. That is a lot of life gain. The Innkeepers on the board are doing the same thing as the Luminarch Veteran, which tells me we might want to take the Luminarch Veteran with the portable hull, right? Like, they're doing the exact same thing, except this has Disturb. So, and if they get rid of the portable hull and the Innkeeper comes back, then they get more treasure. So yeah, I think we take the Veteran with the portable hull. Unless they play something else. Which could happen, right? Yeah, they do get a free swing here. Not free, we could block it, but we're not going to. Ooh, okay. Okay. So, that's fun. So we're gonna go... We don't know what's in their hand. We know that they have the Seat of the Empire open. 4 damage to an attack. So... Okay. There's a lot of options here. We don't want to run right into a Seat of the Empire is the problem. Another mana would not be terrible for us. We're gonna go Giada here actually because of the +1 onto the Youthful Valkyrie actually gets it beyond what the Seat of the Empire can do. We have this one open, and so we are actually going to swing here and here as well, because if they want to waste the Seat on a Spellbinder, then go for it. Or if they want to trade, because the Welcoming Vampire is really valuable on their board right now, so... They take it, and we attempt to take the Veteran here. Okay. Okay. We're doing something. We're setting up for something. Ooh. A Fist of the Angels. Cool, cool. So, yeah, they could cast a creature spell and they get some humans, and then that activates the Innkeepers. That's insane. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're back up to 20? I need to get a drink of my coffee for this one. Yeah, opponent has a lot. They're pretty stacked. Another Giada. And we have not been drawing well, have we? I guess overall it hasn't been too bad. They're fairly tapped right now. We're gonna go for the full swing. They're gonna take the 8 easily because look at how much they can gain next turn alone. Well, they don't have to. Yeah, they don't have to take this one. That's right. That's right. We should have kept the Righteous Valkyrie back. That's kind of a bad play on my part, because we could have kept this as a blocker then. But Seat of the Empire, so it does hit blocking creatures too, attacking or blocking. So we don't get too punished for that bad play, but yeah, they could just play Righteous Valkyrie, and oh my goodness, this is too much, guys. This is too much life gain. I was like, yeah, let's get one more fast game in real quick. We'll be fine. Opponent's like, this is going to take at least 10 years. Well, if we draw a land, our Blade Historian doesn't do a lot. They could probably just take all the double strike damage, honestly. Well, they get... What are they at? 20? Now 19. I thought there was going to be another innkeeper popping up there. Yeah, they can play. They can still play cards, bro. This is insane. Oh no. This is what it's like when the opponent draws everything and we don't. This is what it feels like. This is the definition. This is what Sparky feels like. Poor Sparky. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. We are 40 minutes in. The opponent's back up to 25. We're going to go one more draw. Then we'll just give it to the opponent here because I don't mind. I don't like conceding usually. Wow. Wow. They offer a trade with an innkeeper. That's valuable. Wait, are we dead? 5. Yeah, 22. We're forced to block the Moon Dancer. I promised I wanted to go one more draw, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna give it to the opponent yet. Let's see what we draw here. We got our land. That's good. Let's go ahead and give it to the opponent, guys. That like we could keep blocking. We could stay in this for longer, but let's give it to them. They really popped off there. That was cool though. I don't see welcoming vampire in those builds often. I think the opponent made a really clever decision there, including the welcoming vampire. That was a cool one. Yeah, they were able to like keep so many cards in their hand with that, which was awesome. Aggro Angels. Here's the deck list again. Guys, I'm going to be real with you. I think there's something here. I think the deck needs fine-tuned. I think we need to see where the meta actually settles and then kind of base a lot of the decisions around that, right? Like, I give this example a lot, but sometimes there might be a meta where you just want 4 portable holes in the main board. You never know, right? And we just don't know exactly where it's going to settle yet, but there is so much power to be had here. And like I said, somewhere in the middle, it is completely an option to lean more into clerics and more into the front end here. I think that might actually make it better, right? More into the life gain, more into the clerics, more into the front end. And because there are so many valuable cards that you could put up there. That's something to look into. I might have a version 2 of this deck in the upcoming weeks. Problem with version 2s of decks right now is I have so many decks. Like I said at the beginning of the video, completely overwhelmed with what to play, and yeah, there's a lot. This set has been crazy so far. If you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions, and I super duper appreciate you. And thank you guys so much for being here because, yeah, watching the video all the way through helps the YouTube algorithm like crazy. So thank you. And I will see you in the next video.